Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In the last episode, we received a tip regarding the whereabouts of Emperor Gestal's secret treasure from the crazy old guy that lives near what used to be the Let River. And in today's episode, we're gonna do some treasure hunting. So basically, the clues we have to go on is that the treasure is in a place where the mountains form a star shape. So basically just kind of a ring of mountains. Somewhere on the world map, a place like that exists. But where could it possibly be? Well, logically, since it's the Emperor we're talking about, you would think he would hide his treasure on the Imperial continent, so we're gonna head down that way to check first. So if we head over here, oh, well, hey, we got some mountains already, just north of Tizen. I think we may have found our place. So yeah, you need the airship in order to access this dungeon, and to be frank, you wouldn't be able to get very far without it anyway, because you need the airship to get your party members. So we come here to land, so we're going in. And now we have to form 2 parties. So you definitely want to save this for after you have at least 8 characters, unless you get Mog and Narsh and give him the Moogle charm, then you'll have one party that can go anywhere at once without random battles. Anyway, I'm going to have our ladies lead the way. So Celes and Terra will be heading up the parties. I already set up my characters off screen. So basically I've got Celes, Cyan, Gao, and Edgar forming one party. And I'll have Terra, Sabin, and I'm going to bring Strago and Realm along because there's an enemy toward the end of this dungeon that has a lore that I need Realm to sketch in order for Strago to learn. So, yeah. Wrong button there. Alright, so now we got our 2 parties. Let's jump off the airship into this cave. I guess it's technically a volcano now that I think about it, a ring of mountains. So we have to split up into 2 parties, just like in those situations like Kefka's attack on Narsh or protecting Terra from the Narsh guards. Use the Y button to switch between groups. I'm going to be switching Aspers around between the groups, but for the most part everyone else is just going to have the same equipment. So I'm going to switch out my Aspers real quick, remove Tri-Touch. I'll be doing this stuff off screen in the future. Actually, I'm going to just leave Bismarck on Cyan since I don't think anybody else is going to use that. This way everyone can continue to learn magic and will otherwise be able to gain new abilities and stat boosts. I'm going to give Terra Tri-Touch to work on her magic power. Strago, let's see, I guess I'll give you, well, I've got Sabin in the wrong spot there. Strago, I want to give you, what do you need to learn? You need to learn a lot of things, actually. I'll give him a Stray so he can work on magic power. Sabin, you're gonna get Zone Seek for the magic power boosting, and Realm, I'm gonna have you finish up with Starlet. So alright, let's head on in. And I'll do that off screen from now on, but yeah, you'll notice that we got a puzzle dungeon here. We have to switch our party members around to press on these little pressure plates, because we have like spikes and other obstacles, doors, and that treasure chest to the left. Do not go after that right now, that's a trap. We'll find a way around that in just a moment. But alright, we hit that switch. I'm going to off screen switch out my Aspers again, and I will meet you down in Celeste's group. Alright, we're back with Celeste's group. You notice that again that door shut, so now we have to go this way. And we have a battle against some new enemies, the Fays, Parasols, and Necromancers. Now for those Necromancers, I want to use the life spell on because they are undead, and they will counterattack with Demi or Quarter. And if you leave them, if they are the last enemy on the screen, they will start attacking you with spells like Flare and X-Zone. So the best way to take them out is to just cast Life. So I will have Celeste take those guys out. Gao, I'm going to have you use the Ninja Raid, or never mind. I'm going to have Edgar give Gao a Revivify. We got plenty of those. But yeah, we're wiping out the Necromancers with the life spell. The Fays, can cast 1,000 needles or blowfish in this translation, which can be a pain. And okay, Gao's alright. He's got the snow muffler equipped, so you know he absorbs that elemental attack. Alright, now we just have to worry about the phase. Unfortunately, when he's by himself, he's more likely to do blowfish. Yeah, here it comes. 1,000 needles, ouch. Hopefully Cyan can finish this guy off so we can heal and... Alright, there we go. Yeah, I probably could have waited until later to come to this dungeon after I've done a couple other areas, because this is kind of a spike in the difficulty level for us. So 3 of our party members gained a level from that battle. Alright, Celeste, let's patch everybody up real quick like. There we go. Moving on. I guess the only way to go forward now is to stand on this plate here to lower those spikes, and once again I will switch out my Aspers and meet you guys back at Terra's group. Alright, we're back with Terra's group. Now let's go this way. Cross over the lowered spikes. Now if we go over this way, we have yet another pressure plate to stand on. And I feel like I just wasted my time switching my Aspers around when I didn't need to. Anyway, I'll meet you guys back on Celeste's group. Alright, we're back with Celeste's group, so let's continue on. And we have another new enemy, the Trickster. I am going to have Gao use the Ninja Rage on these guys. They are the only enemy in this dungeon that does not absorb fire. But if you leave them by themselves, or, well actually, if you cast a Reflect on yourself, they will start casting positive status elements off of your characters onto them, like haste and protect and cure spells. And if they have Reflect on themselves, they will start casting Fire 2 and Fire 3 on themselves. Fortunately, just about everyone has, pretty much all of my party members have some kind of fire protection. They either absorb it through flame shields, or they nullify it with like the snow muffler and such. Nice. Yeah, having a Pearl Lance and the Dragoon Boots is pretty handy. You could have brought Mog along for that as well. Celeste gained a level. Nice. This place is a good place to level up your characters. The encounter rate is a little bit lower, probably because of the whole switching party business. But still, it's a good place to level up later on. And this chest is empty. Nuts. Oh well, let's continue on to the next area. Alrighty, Cyan fell during that battle. I gotta patch him up real quick like. Alright, there we go. Let's get to, oh, see, we got a chest down here. Is there anything in this one? We got a warp stone, alright. That chest actually had something in it. But yeah, somebody seemed to have beat us to the punch on one of those chests. Alright, now down here, I think I want to go to the left first. And we have some new enemies, the Chaos Dragons, Ouroboros, and Sea Flowers. The Sea Flowers absorb water, so you don't want to use the Ninja Rage. Instead, I'm going to go with Osteosaur, see if I can X-Zone them out of existence. The Chaos Dragons have a very low attack rate. Alright, we took 3 of them out, not bad at all. They only attack every so many turns. They're very slow, but they are powerful. They have an attack called Disaster that can inflict you with various status ailments. It's not a fun time, that's for sure. Anyway, we defeated them. Continuing on, Cyan gained a level, alright. Yeah, the reason I brought Cyan along is because he was the lowest level out of all my party members. Over here we have another treasure chest. And it's empty again. Nuts. Also, it can't possibly be safe to walk on all these wooden platforms over lava. Yeah, we are inside a volcano technically. Anyway, you want to press that button to pop those rocks out of the lava there. You don't have to stand on them to keep the rocks there at least, so... We can just keep pressing onward with this party as we are. So let's head down this way. Again, we have these very unstable looking wooden platforms to walk on over lava. And this chest is empty. What is that, 3 now that are empty? Jeez. Anyway, we go over here and we seem to have hit an impasse. We can't progress any further, so we have no choice but to return to Terra's group. I'm going to once again switch out my Aspers. This time it'll be worth my while to do that because we'll have a different party. Alright, let's continue on with a new group. Alright, Terra got hit by blowfish from that phase, so I'll just patch everybody up real quick and continue onwards. Onwards and upwards. We have a save point up there, but we can't get to that just yet. So let's go down this door first, or the stairway I should say. Now I want to continue down for the moment, and you'll notice that we have these spikes. Yeah, I kind of glossed over it before. If you had gone after that one treasure chest before, a hole would have opened up like in Umaro's cave, and we would have fallen right on those spikes. The thing about the spikes in this dungeon is every time you walk on them, it'll do 400 HP damage for every single character. So that's something to avoid if possible. But if you go down this way and enter this staircase here, you can step on this switch and open up a bridge so we can safely get to this chest and get a wing edge. Which I probably will never use, but it's there. So now we kind of circle around. Wait, we're gonna backtrack. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, Realm and Strago gained a level. Alright, I think they're at level 32 now. Not bad at all. So we're doing a little bit of backtracking. Cross over here, and then we're gonna get to that point where those rocks that we made up here without switch, we jump across them by just walking up to the edge of the bridge. And we cross safely, and oh hey, there's a chest behind some spikes. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, go for it. Empty! Ah, nuts. All that for nothing. Alright, let's press onwards. Now, in order to progress, we have to push this switch, and fortunately we don't have to stay on the pressure switch in order to make it move. However, you cannot push the button to make it move while a party member is in the path. You'll basically get, I think you'll either get a text saying, oh hey, wait, don't do it yet, or something along those lines. Anyway, I'm going to switch out my Aspers and switch over to Celeste's party now. Alright, so let's press onwards. Onwards and upwards. You need to take this party up this way in order to circle around and push this. And I lost my train of thought. Anyway, we press this switch, that'll open up the path for Terra's group. But we're gonna walk over this way just a little bit longer. And crap, we already hit a dead end. We got spikes. So I'm gonna switch back over to Terra's group again. Alright, let's press onwards with Terra's group. We'll take the lower path. And we have another pressure plate. And now I will switch over to Celeste's group once again so she can cross the spikes. Alright, let's press onwards. Alright, Celeste gained another level, but I need to patch up Cyan a little bit. He took another shot of blowfish. Might as well top off Edgar while I'm at it. Now let's finish crossing the spikes. And we may as well press onward with Celeste's group anyway. So now we're here in another volcanic area. Jump across the rocks. We got ourselves a rock jumping puzzle. Well, I guess it's not really much of a puzzle. It looks more complicated than it is, but you pretty much only jump in a straight line. You know, there's something kind of like this in Final Fantasy V, actually. If we jump across here we got a random encounter. And in this chest, we get nothing! Another empty one. How many is that? 4, 5? Something like that. Anyway, let's press onwards. I wonder what could have been in all those chests, and who could have possibly gotten there before us. And I guess we'll figure that out later. Anyway, if we come over here, we can flip this switch, and it drains the water out of this area. And the water goes into this lava segment, cooling the lava apparently, turning it to steam. I would think it would take a lot longer than that, but this is a JRPG. Don't think too much about the small stuff. And once again, I am forced to switch over to Terra's group. Alright, let's continue onwards. Alright, there's one more monster in this dungeon we have yet to see. We got a save point down there. Remember that for later. I'll be backtracking to that. Now, an interesting thing to note now that I'm thinking about it, and I don't know if it's true in other versions of the game, but in at least the US version of Final Fantasy VI, if you have one party in a dungeon like the Phoenix Cave, or this is the Phoenix Cave. I don't think I ever addressed this place by its proper name. This is called the Phoenix Cave. But if you have one party on a save point, and the other party's moving around, you can use tents pretty much anywhere in the dungeon as long as one of your other parties is on a save point. So that's an interesting little bit of information. You can save anywhere as well. But alright, in order to progress onwards for Celeste's group anyway, I have to have Terra stand on this switch here. So once again, I'm going to switch to Celeste's group. Alright, let's press onwards once again. Down this way. We're almost done with the dungeon. Once again, we have another pressure spot. We have 3 actually in this area. I'm going to stand on this one for the time being because if you step off of it, the blocks disappear. So I need this in order to get Terra's group over here. So I'm going to again switch over to Terra. Alright, we don't have to do too much more switching. So now I'm going to have Terra go over this way. The original path. And continue on. You definitely want to make sure you get Celeste up to the point she's at now, because otherwise you won't be able to progress. And anyway, here's the last new enemy in the dungeon. This one is very special in a lot of ways because it has a very rare stealable item called the economizer. You can only get it, well, there's 3 ways you can get it in the game. One of them requires the Coliseum and wagering a one-of-a-kind item to get. And we've already defeated it. That's good. It does a lot of damage. It's very powerful. It's good that we wiped it out when we did. But the economizer, you can get it either by stealing from the Aquilia. It's a very rare steal though. Hard to come by. But it's worth it. And the other way to get it requires doing battle against the most powerful enemy on the world map. Basically the most powerful random encounter in the game. And we may attempt that if I get it. I'm not going to sweat too much about getting the economizer. What it does is that it reduces the MP cost of all magic, lores, regular magic spells down to 1 MP per cast. It is ridiculously, it's pretty much broken. It's really good. You know, it's either a drop from a certain monster, a steal from the Aquilia, or it's a wager. You can wager it at the Coliseum, or get it at the Coliseum, but it requires sacrificing an exclusive one-of-a-kind item to do it. I mean, it definitely pays off, but if I don't get it, whatever, it's not that big a deal. Actually, I think I missed something. Got ahead of myself there for a second. I want to actually wander around down here and get some treasure. So what could be in this chest? I would think that whoever is raiding all these treasure chests, whether it's Siegfried or somebody else, wouldn't be able to get this ribbon. Alright. That's a really nice gift, actually. Really nice treasure chest. So let's continue onwards. We're just about done with today's episode. I'm going to head on over this way. So we go down here, and we're at the other side of this little cliff area. So with Celeste standing on this switch for me, yeah, thank you Celeste, much appreciated. Yeah, talking to him does that. It opens up that path, and in order to progress to the end of the dungeon, you need both party members to stand on those pressure plates. But I'm not ready to do that just yet. I want to do just a little bit more exploring while I'm here. We're just about there. If we go down this way, down in this room down here, oh look, hey, there's a dragon drifting around and he's guarding another treasure chest. What could possibly be in there? Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to backtrack to that save point and make a backup save because this is the enemy I want to have Realm try to sketch. And in my practice run, she glitched the game on me again. So just as a precaution, I am going to go back and save. That way I don't have to redo this whole episode again just to get to this point if things go wrong there. So I will be back in just a moment. Alright, and we're back. So now let's get ready for a boss battle. against the red dragon. Now, to start things off, I want Realm to sketch the red dragon. And hopefully it will cast... Crap. I wanted to cast a level question mark Pearl, actually. So I'm going to wait for Realm's next turn. I'm going to cross my fingers that she doesn't glitch out the game at any point. So let's try this again. He's doing Fireball. Something tells me this is going to end badly. Not for my party members, but for this recording. Oh, no, it's working so far. Alright, here we go. Alright, well, it didn't hit it, but that's not important. So let's go with Aqua Rake with Strago. Sabin will do the Bum Rush. Terra, yeah, you don't even have to morph. Just go with Ice 2. And Realm, you just attack. I'm not doing another sketch. I am not chancing that. And the other sketch move is just, as we've seen before, the other sketch move is Fire 3, which heals the red dragon. And he's doing level 4 Flare. Alright, this is turning out really well for me. Strago's gonna learn all the lores in this battle. So, alright, let's prepare another Ice 2 with Terra. This battle's going really smoothly. The red dragon's worst attacks cannot even touch me, although his physical attacks do hurt a bit, but... And if you cast Reflect on your party members, he has an attack called Eraser that will remove the Reflect status. If you have a wall ring on, it'll still say it removed it, but you'll still have the effect on you. And he's doing Flare, okay. Oops, I did that wrong. I think I screwed up the Bum Rush. And there goes Realm. I'll get her back to life. Oh, and we defeated the red dragon. Sorry, Realm, I guess you're not going to partake in any magic points this time. But you did your job well, so you rest easy now. And we've won. We got 10 magic points. Strago learned Float. We learned level question mark Pearl and level 4 Flare. Alright, awesome. I was not banking on him casting level 4 Flare for that battle, so I'll take it. This battle, because of that stupid sketch glitch, I did this battle like 10 times over just now, like before this little recording here. That was a real major pain. So yeah, if you have the PS1 version of the game, or any game that's like re-released on like iOS or the Game Boy Advance, the sketch glitch has been fixed in those, so that's not an issue. But if you're playing the Super Nintendo version, yeah, that's still a problem. But anyway, now that we've killed the red dragon, there are only 5 dragons left out of the legendary 8. So let's go over here and raid one more treasure chest. And we receive a dragon horn. This is a relic that pairs up with the dragoon boots. And it allows you to, it basically turns jump into X jump, if for lack of another name for it. It basically allows someone who jumps, like Edgar, to land and jump again and attack multiple times in a single jump, basically. So it's kind of like X-Fight meets the jump command. I've never actually used the combination before, but I'm planning on trying that out in this LP because I've been hearing good things about it. Edgar does have the Pearl Lance after all. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. But what about all those other treasures? Who took those? And what is Emperor Gustav's secret treasure anyway? We'll have to find that stuff out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. This has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys next time.